The left turns on Latinos. That's the focus of tonight's angle. All right, well, we predicted this, that the left would really turn on Hispanics. How can the Democrats be so ignorant and so smug at the same time? They literally cannot fathom that Latino voters actually think for themselves. The truth is the liberals don't really like you. They just use you, and they talk down to you every single campaign season. They think you're stupid. We think you're smart. And like clockwork, it all transpired. The recent saga began when tapes leaked on Hispanic Democrats in the LA City Council using racist language, including Spanish word for monkey, by the way, when speaking of African Americans.
It's like the oddest thing. It's like black and brown on this float. And then there's this white guy with this little black kid who's misbehaved. The kid is bouncing off the effing walls on the float, practically tipping it over. There's nothing you can do to control him. Parece changuito.
So you'll start seeing them line up.
He's with the blacks.
And now the regime media, rather than focusing on the individual liberals who use the offensive language, and rather than highlighting their shameless hypocrisy, well, instead they're jumping to the conclusion that anti-black sentiment is systemic among all Latinos.
The reality is there is a lot of anti-black racism that exists across all aspects of our society, including within the Hispanic community.
Remember, the people using the racist language that we played earlier are Democrats, a fact totally glossed over by most regime media types, including at CNN.
And there is blatant discrimination and racism, but there's also this casual racism. I mean, I come from the Latino community and I hear, people being referred to as negrito or morenito, the little darky. These are things that we as a community don't address enough.
Now, a bunch of angry liberals running city government in LA using racist language, and now the entire Latino community needs re-educating? Now, this is completely bizarre. Yet, of course, totally predictable. Democrats are incapable, after all, of looking themselves in the mirror and admitting that they have a problem. Now, beyond issues of bigotry, it's the policies, stupid. The policies that have caused real pain and real suffering for working families, including our fastest growing demographic group, voting bloc, Hispanics. All because of Biden. All because of the Democrats that voted for his radical agenda. And while the media are doing their best to form this protective cocoon around him, things are so bad, they can't help but do some real reporting once in a while. After all, facts are stubborn things, aren't they? So according to an analysis by Wells Fargo and the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, Hispanic and Latino Americans experienced the highest inflation rate of any group of Americans. And back in May, Reuters spoke to 35 Hispanic voters in 2 toss-up races in Arizona and Colorado. 20 of them said that soaring inflation is causing them to seriously consider voting Republican.
There's a lot of talk about the electorate swing to the Republican Party. Why are we seeing this, Javier? And is this a trend that you expect will continue?
Yeah, it will continue. At times like these, it's really economic concerns that take priority. And that's what you're seeing is the Hispanic community is dealing with, high interest rates, energy costs, record high inflation. And historically, it's been the Republican Party that focuses on those economic issues.
You bet. And Democrats, I think they know they're in deep doo-doo here. A new poll out today shows that Latino support for the GOP is surging over the past 4 years alone, up a whopping 10 points. And oh boy, is this making liberals angry. Charles Blowhard at the New York Times writing, I have a theory about the future of America that I don't want to come true. That with the browning of America, white supremacy could simply be replaced by a form of light supremacy, in which fairer-skinned people perpetuate a modified anti-blackness. Modified anti-blackness? Really? Is this the best argument they have now? So imagine you're a Hispanic entrepreneur. Your entire family has worked double shifts to make a better life for themselves. Maybe you started a construction company or run a chain of restaurants, and you wake up one day and you see that all of your people are being smeared, as they were by Charles Blow there, just because of who you are. by Democrats, no less. This is craven and it's cynical, and frankly, it's sick. Every Democrat candidate out there should be asked if he or she agrees with the charge that Hispanics are culturally racist. I think this is a huge political miscalculation, because rather than figuring out how to really turn around our economic decline, Democrats are just turning on their own constituents. And if they continue to turn off the Latino vote, and if Republicans do what is necessary, now this is a big if, but if Republicans do what is necessary to make America prosperous and safe again, man, this could lead to GOP dominance for decades to come. Oh, and I'm going to make another prediction tonight. Hispanics aren't the last group that the Democrats will target out of their own political frustration. Muslims may be next.
We're not against anybody. We're not against homosexuality. We all have our beliefs, but this has nothing to do with that. We're here just to talk about the books and the pornography
the rights
inside
of the
these
children.
books.
Obviously challenging what's happening in our schools in Michigan. If Muslim Americans continue to challenge the trans agenda in their states, if they dare to speak out on camera, no less, show up at school board meetings, show the courage of their own convictions, they will be the next group smeared. You see where all this is going. Democrats cannibalizing their own voter base. Years from now, the Democrat Party may find itself only made up of, I don't know, maybe women like this.
Trump is now president of the United States. President Obama is the ex-president. And Mr. Trump, for the moment, steps away.
And that's the angle.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.